Greetings, monster lovers! Today we're going to be using the iPad to download PDF Notes, which is an app where you can open the Monsters activity book and edit it for free, and you can use it on any version of the iPad. So the first thing you're going to do is go into the App Store, and you're going to search for the program PDF Notes. In the free version of this, you can download, open, edit, and save PDFs with a variety of tools. So you'll see this, PDF Notes free for iPad. And you're just going to go ahead and download it, and then you'll be ready to go. All right, so you already have the PDF on your computer, you've purchased it, and Glenn or Mark has emailed it to you. You've already downloaded the app PDF Notes. And you see it on your iPad. You're gonna go ahead and go into PDF Notes and open the program. Now it's automatically going to go to the last file that you opened. To go back to the beginning menu down at the bottom. Okay. You'll see this little library right here down at the bottom. You want to click it, and that's going to take you to your library. Now the first time that you use this program, it'll have to import the book. So down at the bottom of PDF Notes on the main screen, you'll see the import button. So you'll want to click that. And that will allow you to choose files from your computer.
Go on.
So now we've opened the book in PDF Notes, and the main purpose of this video is just to show you a couple of tricks to make using the PDF Notes program a little bit easier. I found that I was a little bit frustrated with the maneuverability of the program for the first 5 minutes, and after that I got very comfortable using it. So the first thing is the page turn. So to turn the page, you can either press right there and you'll see an arrow come up, or you can take 2 fingers and swipe back and forth to change the page. Finally, at the bottom, you can bring, you see this up, it says right now I'm on page 3 of 102. So every time I click up near the taskbar at the top or the bottom, it'll come up. If you click that, it'll show you a preview of all the pages. So let's say I know that I want to go back to my Color the Monster page. I can just touch at the bottom and it'll bring up the page, and I can navigate, say, from my writing practice back to my Color the Monster page. So you're on an activity page and you want to complete an activity. You want to write something, you want to color a monster, you want to count the claws. The toolbar at the top is customizable. So right now, you can see on my toolbar, I have a green highlighter and right now you can see on my toolbar, I have a green pen and you have to tap this every time it closes, blue highlighter up on my page. To color my monster, I want my monster to be red. So I'm going to select the pen. I'm going to change the color to red, and I'm going to change the thickness to 10 points. Maybe I want my monster to also be purple. So I'm going to select the other pen option, and I'm going to change it from highlighter to pen. You can also use eraser or notes, and I am going to make it purple. This is a 2 thickness, so I'm going to change the thickness really quickly. And right here I have a blank spot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things up here. I already have my eraser. I have another 16-point blue highlighter. So I'm going to put a highlighter, and I'm going to make it green. So now I have all of my colors already at my fingertips. If you have kids, it would be best to set this up for them so they already have all their colors and they can just touch their color and they'll be ready to go. So as you can see on the pen, when I color, it goes completely over the PDF. It's opaque.
Can you go back?
Yes.
Erase that and then touch the color again.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have this already set up for your kids. You have all their colors and you have the eraser in case they make a mistake. So if your kid starts coloring and maybe they're doing an activity book or something and you want them to write, that's with the pen, it'll color over the lines. So if they start coloring in, it's going to color over the monster. If you want them to be able to see through their coloring, I'm going to press the back button. I also could have used the eraser tool. You're going to want to use the highlighter instead. That way, when they color, you'll still be able to see the black lines underneath. They'll probably want to make this picture bigger in order to color it more carefully. So up at the top, again, they can either hit the back button to undo, or they can use the eraser for little areas. I'm going to hit the undo button because it's a big area. And you can hit it several times to keep undoing. I'm going to pinch to zoom in on the monster's face. And then I use 2 fingers to move that around. Up at the top, I'm going to select my green highlighter, use 2 fingers to move back to my monster, and now go back to 1 finger to start coloring. So zooming in really gives me the maneuverability to make sure that I'm coloring my monster very carefully. So now we've selected a cursive practice page. For this page, I'm going to go up to the top at the toolbar. Just kidding. Okay, so now I've selected a cursive practice page. For this page, I'm going to go up to the top at the toolbar, and I'm going to select a pen so that you cannot see through it. I'll go ahead and practice my cursive. Creep. And let's say after I go through all the words that I want to add a few words of my own. There's a note-taking program that will actually let you type into this PDF Notes program and save that note anywhere on the page. I'm going to go back to my toolbar at the top, and I'm going to select this icon for the notes-taking program.
Which icon?
Once you select this icon, which has the T on it, the yellow square with the T and the black lines, you see it there on your page. When you click, a text box is going to come up on your screen. So I see creep, teeth, feet. I'm going to add a few more monster words.
Freak.
I'm going to add freak.
Beak.
Beak. Geek. And sneak. I can also change the color that appears at the top of my note if I want to write a couple notes. By clicking and holding where that color is, I can move my note across the screen and save it anywhere I want. I'm going to save mine in the margin so it doesn't cover up my words. And when I'm done taking notes, I just find the T icon on the page. I click it one more time. It saves that note right there. If I ever want to open it again, I just click it. I can leave it open. And to go back to writing, I'm going to click the notes icon in the upper left-hand corner. And that's going to turn that note capability off for right now so that when I click at the top, I see my writing toolbar again. If I want to get that back up in the upper left-hand corner, I just click this again and it'll turn my note capability on. All right. So the last 2 things I want to show you about this program are how to clear the entire book and how to save the entire book. Let's say your child starts and does 3 pages and they want to save their work, or maybe you want to save it to print it out. Once you have changes made to the document, in order to save it, you want to save a copy. So you're going to go. So at the bottom, you're going to go to this little arrow icon, which is the same in an email if you want to reply to an email. The right arrow, and you're going to click it, and it's going to give you a lot of different choices. You can save the current image or open the current image, go back to the original file, and I'm going to go to annotated PDF file because that includes my notes. You can also go to a flattened PDF file, which includes your notes as images. You can backup or print. So I'm going to go to this, and my choices are send it to my Dropbox, email, open it in something else, send it to iTunes. I'm going to go to duplicate so that I have my own copy of my child's work. Or if you have more than one kid, they can each have their own copy. So it's going to generate the preview. And then when I go back to the main menu in PDF Notes by clicking the books icon in the lower left-hand corner, you're going to see a new copy of the Monster Activity Book. So this shows it has not been opened yet. If you see the first page, that means it has been opened. So I'm going to open it. And that's going to show all of the changes that I've made so this is going to show all of the changes that I've made saved. So here's our long eSound page, and you can see my note and my writing have both been saved. So once you've made changes to the document, if you want to clear the entire document, you can just go back to the original file, duplicate it, and start over. If you want to clear just one page, maybe you colored a monster and you don't like the way it looks. To clear one page without using the eraser button, if you can't use the back button because you've already moved on, you want to hit this little circle icon up here. That's going to allow you to delete all of the changes you've made to that page. All of the writing on your other pages will still be saved at that point. And then I think that's about it.